Hello, kids, and welcome to my channel, The Curious Panda. I'm a Panda teacher, and in this video, we are going to solve an entire Mathematics Olympiad question paper. And the paper that we are solving today is of IMO 2023. It's either of set A, B, or C. I'm not aware of that, but yeah, it's either of them. But before we go ahead, I would want to talk to you and your parents about this book that I have for you guys. The best way to ace an Olympiad examination by practicing more and more questions and question paper. And that is why I have 18 previous year question paper for you at just rupees 89. So either you can scan the QR code over here, or you can go to the pinned comments or the description box and find a link, and these links would take you to the payment page where you can pay rupees 89 and get the PDF file of the book. Now that we are done with this, let's go to our normal screen and solve the question paper. Okay, so the first section that we have is of logical reasoning. You have 10 questions in this section. We'll solve each of them. And if you have watched one of my previous videos, you would know the ground rules of solving this paper. I will read the question out first, explain the question to you, and then run a timer of 3 seconds. In that timer, the expectation from you is to pause the video, solve the question yourself first, and then look at the solution. Now, it is very important you do this, because if you would have solved the question before actually watching the solution, you would understand and know the kind of approach that you would have to take, and that would stay with you for ever, and would also help you solving that question really well in your examination. So when you see a timer of 3 seconds, just pause the video, solve it first yourself, and then go to the solution. Question number 1: find the missing number in the given number pattern. So you can see some trees over here. In these trees, some numbers have been written, right? So now you have to find out what pattern this follows and find the number that comes over here, and but then you have to choose the correct answer from the options given. So I run the timer of 3 seconds. Please pause the video, solve it, and then look at the solution. Great. I hope you would have got it correct. So if you see the given pattern, you see from 2 to 6, we are actually jumping by 4, right? So 2 plus 4 is 6. So from 6 to 10, there is another jump of plus 4. From 10 to 14, there's another jump of plus 4. From 14 to 18, again, the jump is 4. So obviously from 18 to next number, it will be 18 plus 4, that is 22, right? And again, 22 plus 4 is 26. So 22 is the correct answer. Option number B. If you got it correct, then give yourself a star. And remember again, with if you know my ground rules, please, after every question on a paper, give yourself a star. And at the end of the video, I would request you to go to the comment section and let me know how many stars did you get. Right? I'll comment and I'll reply to each and every one of you. Let's now go to question number 2. Select the odd one out. So you can see 4 animals over here. In the options, you have to select the odd one out. Great. I hope you would have got it correct. So you can see there is a tiger, lion, cheetah, and a fish. And obviously, the odd one out over here is the fish, right? All the other 3 animals, they live on land. Fish is an aquatic animal and it lives inside water. So that is why fish is the odd one out over here. And that is why it is very important to practice more and more questions. These are questions that are obviously not in syllabus. It is more important, it is very important actually for the child to practice more and more question. The more the child practices, more uh, he or she gets used to answering these type of questions. Let's go to question number 3. Gas costs the most. Well, great. I hope you have got it correct. It is just finding out which is the highest number. So out of 120, 80, 75, and 100, obviously 120 is the greater number. So what costs the most? It is option number A, that is shoes actually cost the most, right? I hope you got it correct. Let's now move to question number 4. Six groups of dash cubes each can be formed from the given cubes. So you have to create six groups of cubes, right? So in one group, how many cubes would be finally there? That is what you need to find out, right? So pause the video, do it first yourself, and then look at the solution. Great. I hope you would have got it correct. So when you have to make groups, right? Groups can obviously be more than one. So let's try making a group of two, right? So this, if this becomes a first group of two, then this is a group of two again. This is a group of two again. This is one more, and one more. So how many groups are made? So this is one, two, three, four, five, six, right? So six groups have been formed. Six groups of what? Six groups of two cubes have been formed, right? So in one group there are two cubes. So six groups of two cubes each has been formed. So obviously option C is your correct answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And we now move to question number 5. Which of the following shapes is not present in the given figure? So you see a figure over here. You have to find out which of the shapes is not present over here. Great. I hope you have got it correct. So what you can see over here is a circle is present. Correct. So, this is a circle. So that is present. So this cannot be the answer. You see there is a triangle here, right? So this is a triangle. So this triangle cannot be the answer. There is a rectangle here as well, right? So this is a rectangle. So this cannot be the answer. What we don't have is a square, right? A square has equal sides are of equal length. So square is not present in this figure that is given. So B square is the correct answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. We now move to question number 6. There is a certain relationship between the pair of figures on either side of double colon. So this is nothing but a double colon. A double colon uh, shows a relationship. Identify the relationship of the given pair and find the missing figure. Again, this is another type of question wherein practice, there is no way you can teach this in school or in books or through books. It is more the depth and breadth of knowledge that a kid has, and that depth and breadth would only come if he or she practices more and more such questions and question paper, right? So you see, this is a grass, this is a cow, so there is certainly a relationship here, right? Then this is a bone, and this is what you need to find out. Obviously there is a relationship that you'll have to find out, similar a relation that is similar to this relationship, right? So pause the video and we will discuss the answer after you solved it. Yeah, and I take this 3 seconds break. Great. I hope you would have got it correct. So what does a cow eat? A cow eats grass, right? So cow eats grass. So we have to now find out this, which will be an animal that eats bone, right? So which animal eats something like this? It is nothing but a dog. So option B is your correct answer. Neither elephant, deer, or goat, who are herbivorous, they don't eat anything that is, and they don't eat any other animal, any other bone. So they are herbivorous, they only eat other plants. So that is why option B is the correct answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And we now move to question number 7. There are dash laddus inside the tiffin box. Now, what is inside, what is outside is being tested. So now you have to find out how many laddus are there inside the tiffin box, right? Pause the video, solve it, and then look at the solution. Great. So again, what is being tested over here is understanding of the concept inside and outside. Now, how many laddus are inside the tiffin box? So there is one. So inside is in the tiffin box. It's within the tiffin box, right? So there is one, two, three, four, five, and six, right? How many are outside? Outside are one, two, and three. So there are six laddus inside the tiffin box. Option number A is the correct answer. Hope you got it correct. And now we move to question number 8. Water bottle dash is sixth from the left end. So this is the left end. You see some water bottles have been given over here. So which water bottle is sixth from the left end? Find out and then look at the solution. Great. So if this is the left end, so this is bottle L is the first bottle from the left end, right? So what is the second bottle from the left end? That is M. What is the third bottle from the left hand is N. Then you have fourth is O, fifth is P, and sixth is Q, right? So Q is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. I now ask you one more question. What bottle is fourth from the right end, right? Go to the comment section and let me know what the correct answer is. So again, asking the question, which bottle is fourth from the right end, right? Not left end, right end, right? Find out and let me know the answer in the comment section below. Hopefully, you have got Q as an answer. If you did, give yourself a star. And now we move to question number 9. Which of the following is the tallest? So, which animal among the four is the tallest animal is what you have to find out. And I'm sure you know that giraffe is the tallest animal, and option number A is the correct answer. Is this is was an easy one. Now we move to question number 10. Select the figure from the options which will complete the pattern in the given figure. So you see there is some pattern that is being followed in the figure given here, right? Some pattern you can see. Now you have to find out what should come over here and you have to find that out. So you have to select a figure from the options, from the four options. You have to select a figure which will complete the pattern in the given figure, right? Again, pause the video, solve it first yourself, and then look at the solution. Great. So you what you have to find? You have to find this square figure, right? This is something that is missing. So let's now look at other squares that are there in the same figure, right? So here what you can see is that this part here, this in the inside the square, there is a diagonal, there is a line that touches from this end to this end, and that is true for all other squares that are there, right? So this is one square, this is two square, this is three square. So in every square the line is there, so obviously this line will also be here in this. So let's try and draw this as well as we move, right? So this is there, correct? So this line should be there. I'm really sorry, my drawing is really bad, but I hope your drawing is not as bad as mine. So yeah, now what you can see is over here is that there is a square, and this square also has a triangle formation, right? Now this side is colored, this side is colored, this side is colored, so obviously this has to be colored, right? So opposite sides are not colored. So if this is not colored, this is also not colored. Now this is colored, right? So it is like this, right? So basically, if this is there, so this side is colored, right? So this is colored, right? So this has to be colored, and this side is uncolored. So this triangle will be one colored, and this will be colored, right? So this let's make it colored. Now, in which option do you see this happening? This happens only in option number D, which is the correct answer. Apart from that, if you just look at the stars, one star, one sorry circles, one circle has to be here, and one circle has to be here. And that is what if you can see the how the pattern is being followed. So the correct answer is option number D. I hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And now we move to the next section, which is mathematical reasoning, right? So let's go to question number 11. The cost of a mask is shown here. Which of the following options shows enough money to buy the mask? Now, you can see a mask over here. In COVID, you would have used a lot of this mask, or you would have seen people using a lot of these masks. Now, a mask has been given over here. It costs some money, right? This costs some money, whatever it is, you have to find out. And the cost of which of the following options was enough money to buy the mask? So in these option, in which of the option you see that there is enough money to actually buy that mask. Pause the video, solve it, and then go to the solution. Great. So if you see, the masks here cost rupees 70, right? So in the options here, the option should have at least 70 rupees, at least. It can be more than 70, but it should have at least 70 for the person to buy the mask, right? So option number A, let's find out how much money is being shown. So option number A, it is rupees 20 plus rupees 20 plus rupees 10, right? Now, if you add all of this, 20 plus 20 is 40, 40 plus 10 is 50. So this is rupees 50. Is rupees 50 greater than 70? No. So will the person be able to buy the mask? No. Let's go to option number B. Option number B is shows rupees 50 plus rupees 10. What is the sum? Rupees 60. Will the person be able to buy the mask? Obviously, no. So, this will not be the correct option. Now, option number C. Option number C shows rupees 50 plus rupees 10 plus rupees 5 plus rupees 5, right? So this is two 5 rupee coins, 1 rupee 10 note and 1 rupee 50 note. So 50 plus 10 is what? Rupees 60 plus rupees 5 is rupees 65 and plus rupees 5 is again rupees 70. So if you add this comes out to be rupees 70. So option number C is your correct answer. Now he has 70 rupees, that is enough money to actually buy the mask. Let's again see the option number D. Option number D shows rupees 20 plus rupees 10 plus rupees 5. If you add, it comes out to be rupees 35. With rupees 35, which is less than 70, much less than 70, you will not be able to buy the mask. So the correct answer is option number C. I hope you got it correct. And if you did, give yourself a star. We move to question number 12. In question number 12, you see a lot of squares, rectangles, circles, triangles. You can see in the figure given over here, a very colorful, nice image. You have to find out how many triangles you see in the given figure, right? So pause the video, count it one by one first, and then look at the correct answer. Great. I hope you have got it correct. The correct answer here is option number C, 14. So let's now count how many triangles are there. So triangles are nothing but the three-sided figure, something like this. So this is a triangle. So triangle number one, triangle number two. This is triangle number three, triangle number four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So there are 14 triangles in the given figure. So option number C is the correct answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And now we move to question number 13. Okay, so question number 13 says 5 more than the number shown in on the given abacus is dash, right? So you can see an abacus given over here. What is the number that is being shown in the abacus? First, you have to find that out. 5 more than the number, right? So 5 more is what? So in that number, the number that you find out, you have to add 5 to it, right? 5 more than the number being shown. The number being shown, you have to do a 5 more than that, right? 5 more than. So if I say 5 more chocolates than the number of two chocolates that you have, say 2 chocolates, right? 5 more than that is 5 plus 2 is 7. So 5 more than the number shown on the given abacus, you have to find out. Find it yourself first, and then we go to the solution. I hope you have got this correctly. So if you see the number being shown in the abacus, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 beads in tens place, right? In the ones place, there are 1, 2, and 3. So 5, 3. So obviously in tens, you have 5, 5 into 10 plus 3 into 1. If you do this, you get this as 53. Now 5 more than 53 is what? So 53 plus 5, right? So if you do this, this will become 58, and option B is your correct answer. I hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. Now we move to question number 14. If today is Saturday, then the day after tomorrow will be dash. So if today is Saturday, right, then what would be day after tomorrow, right? Pause the video, solve it, and then we move to the solution. Great. I hope you would have got it correct. So if today is Saturday, right? Today is Saturday. Then day after tomorrow would be what? So if today is Saturday, then tomorrow would be what? So what would be tomorrow? Tomorrow would be nothing but Sunday. And the what would be the day after tomorrow? I mean, day after Sunday would be what? Day after Sunday will be Monday. So Monday, option number D is the correct answer. I hope you got it correct. And if you did, then give yourself a star. And what would be, if today is Saturday, then what would be day before yesterday? Now find that and let me know in the comment section the correct answer. So if today is Saturday, then what is day before yesterday? Now we have found out that if today is Saturday, then day after tomorrow is Monday, right? So if today is Saturday, then what is day before yesterday? Find that out, write the solution in the comment section, and I will reply to each and every one of you. Let's now go to question number 15. Which of the following is the heaviest, right? So you see a cup, a cake, and the cake being tilted more. I mean, the balance is being tilted towards the cake. Then you see a guitar and the cake as well, and the balance is moving towards, is tilting towards the guitar. Now you have to find out which of this is the heaviest. First, in the first figure, you can see the cup and the cake has been given, right? Out of these two, cup and cake, which is heavier? It is the cake that is heavier, right? So cake is heavier, or cake has higher weight than the cup. So cake is heavier. In the second image, what we can see, because the balance is tilted towards guitar, so guitar is heavier, right? So if I say cake and guitar, so we now know that guitar is heavier, right? Okay, so what we now know is that cake is heavier than cup, right? So cake is heavier than cup, and guitar is heavier than the cake, right? So cake, guitar. So what is more heavier? It is the guitar that is more heavier. It is the heaviest. So the correct option is option number A. That is guitar, and guitar is the correct answer. Hope you understood this one and hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And we now move to question number 16. Now, which of the following shows the correct subtraction sentence for the given picture? So some butterflies have been given and then some butterflies have been cancelled out. So what among the options that you can see the correct subtraction sentence that has been given, right? Pause the video, find the solution, and then we would discuss this. Great. So if you see, how many butterflies do you see in the given figure? So let's find out the total number of butterflies that are there. So this is one. So let's just write the number. So this is one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and nine. Right? So there are nine butterflies, correct? How many of them are cancelled out? That is one, 2, and 3, right? So 3 have been cancelled, 3 have been subtracted, right? So the correct sentence is 9 minus 3, which is option number C. I hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And we move to question number 17. Monkey dash holds the least number. So you see some monkeys holding some number. You have to find out which of the number is the least number, is the lowest number, right? Pause the video, find the solution, and then go to the next part. Great. I hope you have got it correct. So, monkey P holds a number 54, Monkey Q holds the number 49, monkey R holds the number 74, and monkey S holds the number 38. Now, out of these four, which is 54, 49, 74, and 38, which number is the lowest, right? Which number is the lowest? If you just count out, you will find out that 38 is the lowest. In two-digit number, right? Whichever in the tens place, the number that is there in the tens place is the lowest, is actually the lowest number, right? So what is more important? Most important is the number that is there in the tens place, right? So once the tens place numbers are equal, then you have to find out in ones which is the highest or which is the lowest. But in two-digit number, what you have to find out is that in the tens digit, which number is the lowest? Here the option is S, that is 38. So option number D is the correct answer. Now go to the comment section and let me know which number is actually highest, right? Now you have found out the least number. Now which monkey is actually holding the highest number? And let go to the comment section and let me know the correct answer. Now let's move to question number 18. Find the sum of the smallest and the greatest number on the tree. Now inside tree you can see a few numbers have been written. You have to first find out what is the smallest number inside in the tree given, right? Then you have to find out what is the greatest number, and then you just need to add these two numbers, right? Pause the video, solve it first, and then let's understand the solution. Great. So let's find out what is the smallest number that you see. We just discussed if there is a two-digit number, the smallest number that is there in the tens place is the smallest, right? And the number that the highest number, the higher number that is there in the tens place is higher. Very simple, right? You what you have to first see is the number that is there in the tens place. Once you have seen that which is higher, then you have to see what is there in the ones place. Now, if you see the number that is there in the tens place, if you see 15, right? 15 is the smallest or the lowest number over here. So we now know 15 is the lowest number because the number in the tens place is 1, which is the lowest among all the numbers. Let's now find out which is the greatest number, right? So 82 is greatest. Why? Again, out of all the numbers, if you see that in the tens place, it has 1, 5, 5, 6, 4, and 8. 82 has 8, which is the higher number. So 82 is the greatest number. So 82. Now, if you add this, if you do 82 plus 15, so 5 plus 2 is nothing but 7. 8 plus 9 is 9. So option number B, 97, is the correct answer. I hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And now we move to question number 19. If one crayon, right? If one crayon means one unit. So how many crayons are there? There are one, two. Okay, you count that. Else I will be giving out the answer. So if one crayon is one unit, then the toothbrush is dash units long, right? So I have to find out how many crayons long is the toothbrush. Find that and then look at the solution. Great. I think it's an easy one. So you see the overall length of the toothbrush is this, and in within this, how many crayons are being kept? This is one, this is two, three, four, five, six, and seven. So if one crayon is one unit, then the toothbrush is nothing but 7 units or 7 crayons long, right? So option number B is the correct answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And now we move to the last question of mathematical reasoning section. And post that, it will be my favorite section, that is everyday mathematics. Dash comes in between 79 and 81. So you can see three horses, right? And in one horse 79 is written, one in the another one 81 is written. What comes between that? Very easy question. Solve it and then we meet the other side. Great. What comes between 79 and 81? If you just count the number, you know it is 80. So option B is the correct answer. Between 71 and 81, it is 80 that comes in, right? So 80 is the correct answer. Option number B. Hopefully, you got this one as correct as well. If you did, give yourself a star. And now we move to question number 21 and to the next section, which is everyday mathematics. Okay, so which activity can be done in 1 minute, right? So, what is the activity that you can do within a minute? Great. I hope you'd have got it correct. So, obviously, painting a wall cannot be done in a minute, right? So this cannot be the correct option. Playing football, right? Playing football. Football is a 90 minutes game. It cannot be done in 1 minute. So this is not possible. Going to school. Obviously, going to school takes time from your home to your school. So this cannot also be done in 1 minute. So what can be done in 1 minute? It is sharpening your pencil, right? So sharpening your pencil takes 1 minute or within that. So option number B is the correct answer. If you did got it correct, give yourself a star. And we now move to question number 22. So 22 is not written over here. Okay. So Maria has some diamond rings. Dixa has some diamond rings more than Maria, right? It's not saying that many diamond. It has that many rings more than Maria. How many rings do they both have together? That is what you have to find out. Again, pause the video, solve it, and then we move to the solution. Great. So Maria has how many rings? So let's say here Maria. Maria has how many rings? It is one, two, and three. So Maria has three diamond rings with her. What does Diksha have? Diksha has She has one, two, three, four. Diksha has four more than Maria. Diksha doesn't have four. She has four more than Maria. So it will be three plus four. That is seven, right? So Diksha has seven diamond rings. How many rings do they have together? So together they have 7 plus 3, right? So together they have 7 plus 3 that is equals to 10. So they have 10 diamond rings together. So 10 is the correct answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And we now move to question number 23. Sonia has 25 cupcakes. She gave 15 cupcakes to her cousins, right? So she has 25 first, and then out of the 25, she gives 15 cupcakes to her cousins. There are dash cupcakes left with her. So Sonia has 25 first. She gives away 15 cupcakes. How many that is there? It's a very simple, normal subtraction problem. Solve it and then look at the solution. Obviously, this is a very simple one. If she had 25 cupcakes and she gives away 15 out of that, it is nothing but 25 minus 15 you have to do to find out how many cupcakes are left with her. If you do this subtraction, option number B, you will find out as the correct answer. If you could get it correct, give yourself a star. And we now move to question number 24. How many birds are there in the given figure? So in this figure, what you can see elephant, you can see a mouse, a pigeon, a cat, a dog. How many of the birds that you can see? You have to find that out. Pause the video, count it yourself first, and then look at the solution. So how many birds are there? So what among all these animal is a bird, right? It is only the pigeon that you can see here is a bird, right? So elephant is not a bird, cat is not a bird, mouse is not a bird, or dog is also not a bird. So how many birds or how many pigeons do you see? So let's count it out. This is one, this is two, this is three, this is four, here it is 5, here it is 6, this is 7, this is 8. Did I miss anything? No. So there are 8 pigeons or 8 birds in the given figure. Option number A is the correct answer. I hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And we now move to question number 25. So Till now, I think barring one or two question, all of them have been easy. So I'm hoping you are getting all of these correct. If you did not, not a worry. I'm sure you are learning new things, and that is very much important, right? You are learning new things, and you should clap for yourself for that. And now let's solve question number 25. The height of Varun is 7 blocks, and height of his sister is 5 blocks, right? So height of Varun is 7 blocks. Height of his sister, right? So say sister Varun's, like you know how to write Varun's sister, right? Varun's sister is 5 blocks. So this is 7 blocks. This is 5 blocks. The total height of Varun and sister is dash blocks. Great. I hope this is again an easy one. It is nothing but you just need to add these two, right? So 7 blocks plus 5 blocks. If you add 7 plus 5, you get 12, right? The total height of Varun and his sister is actually 12 blocks. Option number C is the correct answer. Let's now go to question number 26. Soumya has given cold drink can. So you can see a cold drink can over here. It looks like a dash, right? A cold drink can looks like what? It's just cylinder, sphere, cone, or cube. Solve it, and then we meet the other side. Great. I hope again it is an easy one. So, how does a cylinder look? A cylinder looks something like this, right? This is a cylinder. I'm sorry. Okay, this is the wrong one. So this is how generally a cylinder looks like, and obviously the can here looks like a cylinder. So this is the correct answer. Sphere is nothing but something more circular. Cone is something like this. Cube is something like this, right? So obviously it is option number A, cylinder is the correct answer. Rishi had 15 rabbits, right? 5 rabbit out of them ran away. How many rabbits were left with them? We have already solved such a question. Very simple subtraction problem. Solve it and we meet the other side. Great. I think we don't need to spend a lot of time over here to understand this. This is nothing but 15 minus 5, that is equals to 10. So 10 is the correct answer. So Rishi had 15 rabbits, 5 of them left. So he now has 10 rabbits left with him. So 10 is the correct answer. That is option number B. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself star. Now we move to question number 28. Arav bought the given items. So there is a chocolate or a toffee. Fee cost rupees 4. And there is a cheese slice cost rupees 25. You have to find out total amount that was paid by Arav. Find the solution and we meet the other side. Great. Again, an easy one again. So a toffee costs rupees 4, right? And the slice of cheese costs rupees 25. It is nothing but it's asking what is the sum, right? The amount paid by him. He's paying what? Both for the cheese slice and the chocolate. It is nothing but an addition, that is rupees 29. Option C is the correct answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. We now move to question number 29. 10 boys joined a dance class on Monday. On Tuesday, 5 new boys joined the dance class. Total dash boys joined the dance class on both the days, right? So on a Monday, right, 10 boys joined the class. On Tuesdays, 5 boys joined the class, right? On both the days, how many boys joined the class? Again, normal addition problem, solve it, and we meet the other side. Great. Again, an easy one, nothing but just addition. So on Monday, 10 boys joined. On Tuesday, 5 more boys joined. So it will the total boys who joined on both the days is nothing but 10 plus 5. That is equals to 15. Option number D is the correct answer. I'll ask you a little advanced question over here. So say on Monday, 10 boys joined, right? And on Tuesday, there were two more, or on every day in the same week, two more people joined than the day before, right? So if on Monday 10 boys join, on Tuesday 10 plus 2 people, right? And again on Wednesday, the the number of people or number of boys joining actually increases by 2 on each day when compared to the previous day, right? So Wednesday will be 2 more than Tuesday, Thursday will be 2 more than Wednesday. So in total, in the whole week, how many boys actually joined the dance class? Find that out, find the solution, and let me know in the comment section below. Hopefully, you will get it correct. And whosoever replies, and whosoever answer, I reply to each and every one of you. Let's now go to question number 30. Priya had 5 wallets and 8 bags, right? So this is a wallet, right? This is a wallet, this is a bag. There were dash more bag than wallets, right? So how many more bags she had than wallet? Again, pause the video, solve it, and then look at the solution. Great. Again, an easy one. What we have to do is simple subtraction. There were dash more bags, right? How many more bags were there as compared to the wallet? There were 8 minus 5 equals to 3, right? So, for example, you have 10 chocolates, I have 5 chocolates. How many more chocolates do you have as compared to me? How many more chocolates you have? That is the question that they're asking. There were dash more bags than wallets. So there were 8 minus 5. Again, in case of chocolates, if you had 10 chocolates, I had 5. You have 10 minus 5, that is equals to 5 more chocolates than me. So that is how you solve this question as well. It is nothing but 8 minus 5 is equals to 3. That is the correct answer. Option number A is the correct answer. Now we move to achiever section. Now achiever section carries, so each question in this section carries 2 marks, right? So it's a very important section. 5 question, obviously the question level increases a bit, but each question carries 2 marks. So getting all of that correct is very, very important. If you are unable to solve one of them, you actually lose 2 marks there, right? So let's go and understand what question number 31 says. Which of the following options gives the same result as the given addition sentence? So an addition sentence has been given over here. You have to find out what this number comes out to be first, right? And then check the options A, B, C, and D and find out what the number that you have found out is actually equal to the option that has been given over here. Now, first, what you have to do is pause the video, take some good amount of time, solve it yourself first before actually looking at the solution, right? So I hope you have got it correct. Let's see what it's saying. It's saying which of the following option gives the same result, right, as the given addition sentence. Now this is the addition sentence. Let's find out what the number is. 6 tenths. What is 6 tenths? 6 tenths is nothing but 6 multiplied by 10, which is nothing but 60, right? Plus 15 ones, right? 15 ones. So if you add this one, it is 15 ones, 60 plus 15. If you do 60 plus 15, you will find 5 plus 0 is 5, 6 plus 1 is 7. So this number is nothing but 75. So we now know that this number is 75. Now you have to go to the option and find out which number is actually representing 75. Let's find out. 5 tenths is nothing but 50, right? 5 tenths is 50 plus 14 ones, right? So nothing but 14. If you add this one, 50 plus 14, do the addition yourself. I'm not adding it over here. It comes out to be 64. Can this be the answer? No, option A is not the correct answer. Now go to option number B. 7 tenths. 7 tenths is what? It is 70 plus 5 ones is what? It is 5. So what is 70 plus 5? It is 75. And this is the actually the correct answer, option number B. Let's just find out what is option number C and D. Option number C is 4 tenths is nothing but 40 plus 25 ones is 25. If you do the addition, it comes out to be 65. Option number D, 5 tenths is nothing but 50 plus 5 ones is 5. This comes out to be 55. So option number C and D also cannot be the answer. So that is why option B is the correct answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And let's move to question number 32. Mahi bought two rulers, one crayon box, and two pencil boxes. How much total amount did she pay? So, what Mahi bought? Mahi bought two rulers. So, what is a ruler? First, you have to understand. And then one crayon box, two pencil box, and how much total amount did she pay? Again, pause the video, solve it for yourself first, and then look at the solution. So Mahi bought two rulers, right? This is a ruler. So she bought two ruler, right? So how much does two ruler cost? So one ruler costs rupees 5. The second ruler costs rupees 5 as well. So total cost is rupees 10. So two rulers cost you rupees 10, right? One crayon box cost you how much? It is rupees 40, right? So this is rupees 10. This is rupees 40. And then you have two pencil boxes. So this is pencil box, right? So one pencil box costs rupees 20. Second costs rupees 20 as well. If you do the addition yourself, you'll find out this also is rupees 40. Now, how much total amount did she pay? She had to pay rupees 10, that is rupees 10, then plus rupees 40, that is for one crayon box, and plus rupees 40 for two pencil box. If you do the addition, that is 40 plus 40 plus 10. So 10 plus 40 is actually 50. 50 plus 40 is 90. So the correct answer is rupees 90. That is option number B. Hopefully you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. Now let's move to question number 33. Okay, so question number 33, you see a monkey. Monkey says it is a number, it has a number, and the number is a two-digit number, right? Both of its digits are different, so it cannot be the same number, and it is less than 50 but more than 45, right? So you have to look at the option and find out which of the option actually satisfies all these criteria, right? So it has to be a two-digit number. It has to be between 45 and 50. And it has to be a two-digit number, but it cannot be the same number, right? It cannot have the same of both of its digits are different, right? So solve it and find out what the solution is. Great. So if you see out of the option, right? So if you see this one, right, this criteria is the most important criteria. The number is between 45 and 50, right? So between 45 and 50, how many numbers are there? That is 46, 47, 48, and 49. And if you see 48 is given in option number C, and that is the correct answer. For achiever section, this is a very, very easy question, right? And I hope you would have got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. If you did not, not to worry. I'm sure you learned something new today. Let's now go to question number 34. Sahil started his singing classes from 5th October 20XX, and this October 20XX calendar has been given over here. If every Sunday and second and fourth Saturdays are holiday, right? Every Sunday and second and fourth Saturdays are holiday, then how many days did he go for singing classes in that month, right? So find out how many days are there, and every Sunday and and second and fourth Saturdays are holiday. Then you have to find out how many remaining days are there, and that will be your answer. So let's understand the question first again. Sahil started his singing classes from 5th of October, right? So Sahil started on 5th October. The first 4 days he did not go to singing classes. And every Sunday and second and fourth Saturdays are holidays, right? Then how many days did he go for classes? So let's go to the calendar. So now we know that he starts from 5th, right? He starts from 5th. So first, he's not going. Second, also, he's not going. Third, also, he's not going. And fourth, also, he's not attending the class. Now, what we also know is that all Sundays are holiday, right? All Sundays. So, this is a holiday. So, he is not going to attend the class. And we know second Saturday, right? So, this is the first Saturday. This is second Saturday, correct? This is third Saturday. He's going to class that day. 27th, that is fourth Saturday, is again a holiday. How many days did he go singing in that month, right? So in that month, if you find out, he's going to the singing class on this is first. So he's going on Friday 5th, that is one. He's going on sec 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So he will go to the class, I will go to the class for 20 days in that month, right? Hopefully, would have got it correct. Let me ask you another question here. On the same year, right, 20XX, in the month of November, if Sahil goes to class every day except for Sunday, all Sundays, that is, all Sundays are holiday, and second and fourth Saturdays are holiday, right? Then for how many days would Sahil actually go to the class? Find that out. Let me know the answer in the comment section. I'll give you a hint. How do you have to do it? Is first make the calendar for November 20XX, right? First make the calendar for November 20XX and see how would it look like. And then cancel out the way we canceled out Sundays and second and fourth Saturdays, and then count how many days is he going to the, who go to the class, singing class, right? Find that out. Let me know in the comment section below, and I will reply to each and every one of you. And now we come to the last question of this video. Match the shapes given in column B, which can be drawn with the objects given in column A, and select the correct answer. So in column A, you see some images, right? So in P, Q, R, there are three images shown over here. Column B, some shapes are written as circle, rectangle, and square. What you have to find out is that how what are the shapes that you see in the images that are there, right? So from that, the image represents what kind of shape which is given in column B. You have to do the match the following and then look at the solution. Do that first and then we'll come back to the solution. Great. In column A, right, first one thing that is shown is a door, right? A door is nothing but it looks like a rectangle, right? So this has to be a 1P has to be 2, right? Let's now see a cubic Rubik's cube. Sorry, a Rubik's cube is cube, right? Cube looks like a square, so cube will go towards square, right? And then you have a glass. Glass, the top of the glass looks like a circle, right? So R will be 1. So we now know P is 2. P is 2, so we know option B and option A cannot be the answer. So P is 2 is there here. Now we know that Q is 3. So Q is 3. So option D cannot be the answer. Option C is the correct answer. I hope you got this correct. If you did, give yourself a star and then go to the comment section and let me know how many stars in total did you actually get. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give this video a like. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribing to my channel is completely free. But when you subscribe, it motivates me to bring more and more such videos. And if you want to purchase 18 previous year question paper, you can scan the QR code over here or go to the pinned comments or description box and find a link there and you can also do that. If you want to support this channel, scan the code over here and you can support this channel in any way possible that you want. We will meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you. Jai Hind.